Okay, so I'm late to the party of YouTubers bashing on Forza Street. There's a reason for that. No purchase necessary, details inside. I am Skywarp72 with Cruisers Gaming, and today we're obviously going to be discussing Forza Street and the little splash it has made in an otherwise humongous Forza community. I mean, I really can't believe the amount of bitching that is being done by Forza fans over free content. But before we get to that, take a moment and click that subscribe button if you like what we're doing here and show some love. Also, don't forget about the Cruisers Gaming Facebook group. You're free to join. Also, check us out on Twitter, Discord, Twitch, and Patreon as well. If you want to interact more, I thank you. Being a race marshal, I knew about this a few months before release. I didn't really pay attention to it because I'm not a PC gamer and I really don't have time for it once it hits the phone. When I got wind of it being based on an existing game, I thought, hey, that's pretty smart. See, there's a few things that all the bashers on YouTube haven't taken into consideration. So let's start with the most obvious one. Money. Now, I know to some players, Turn 10 is in the business of making racing games because of their passion for cars and auto racing.
You serious?
These fans even engage with developers such as John Iwana on the site and in John's live stream, which is super entertaining, by the way.
Alright, you want it? You want it right now? Oh, God. I need a drink.
I'll leave the links for that down below. Yet complain when Turn 10 does something for a cash grab, like DLC packs or even a mobile version of the game. Profit is not a dirty word. Now let's take a look at the Forza timeline I've got going here. Now, nothing is confirmed, but let's face it, I've been right about everything I've predicted up until this point. Currently, we're sitting around May of 2019. All of the rumors of the next generation Xbox consoles are swirling around 2020. Forza Motorsport 8 will be a launch title for that next console. The first thing that means is there won't be an FM8 released this year. The first year that Forza Motorsport will not be on a 2-year release cycle since its beginning in 2005. Then, new Xboxes are typically released in the Christmas shopping season, putting the release of both the console and FM8 to November of 2020.
Shitter was full!
I also believe this to be true, as hearing the developers in the live stream say a couple of times now that they are blessed with time. Well, that leaves a big 1-year gap in what's been a steady paycheck for more than a decade for the Turn 10 studio. Forza Street is meant to compensate for that pay gap. As for it being based on an existing mobile game, Miami Street, well, that was a pretty smart move as well. Think about this. Why on earth would Turn 10 spend $1 million developing a mobile game for a relatively untested market? The brilliance is that they probably have minimum effort and expense rebranding Miami Street, not only giving them the benefits of the microtransactions, but advertising to a potentially new audience for current and future Forza installments on Xbox. Is the game any good? If you're looking at it from a random mobile gamer's perspective, then maybe. It's visually pleasing, it's simple to control, and has quite the array of cars. Like all mobile games, it keeps players hooked by dishing out multiple rewards in the form of game credits. I mean, seriously, you'll spend just as much time in this game getting rewards as you do racing. And it gives them out in the form of credits, upgrade parts, and free cars, filling that instant gratification need that mobile gamers often crave. The cinematics of it are less Forza and more Too Fast, Too Furious, tapping into players' familiarity with the Fast and Furious franchise, which, given the global appeal of Fast and Furious, they aren't really bad coattails to be riding on.
You know this ain't no 10-second race.
I got nothing but time.
Regular Forza players, however, have gone to the interwebs to tear the game apart, citing its slow, simple gameplay and lack of interaction. It's more like a cinematic production that you kinda get to participate in on corner entry and corner exit. Like a lot of mobile ventures, gameplay is repetitive and becomes incessantly monotonous. And the music in the game is no exception, as its late 90s console sound will be in continuous loop the whole time you're playing. To sum it up, Forza Street does not in any way live up to the quality we've come to expect from Microsoft and Turn 10 as Forza players, nor does it have to. It is not intended for us. It is intended to bring a new audience to either Motorsport or Horizon and provide a paycheck in that previously mentioned gap in between Motorsport games, which, again, is the longest the franchise will have endured to this date. And just like the rest of us, Turn 10 employees have bills to pay, and honestly, this little rebranded game was a pretty smart move to do so. This week's subscriber shoutout goes out to SimRBoo3853 and the SimRacer.us community, who have clean, organized races on an array of racing games. They are also the latest Patreon supporters to boot. The requirements of joining these guys is pretty stringent, and I really like their style. I'll be leaving the link to their site down below, and SimRBoo, thank you so much for the Patreon support and the support of the channel, my friend. I look forward to racing with you in the future. As for the rest of you, I owe you a thanks for sticking around after the channel was hacked, maybe? Over a month ago, as if to add insult to injury, the channel's name was changed, and I didn't do it, and a few videos were deleted. Coupled with the no payment problem from YouTube, the frustrations of both made me want to just take a step back for a while from making videos and focus on getting YouTube's attention to correct the said problems with the channel. After weeks of being tossed around content creator support, I miraculously did find someone that was actually willing to help, and while the channel's name isn't quite right yet, I'm assured by YouTube it will be fixed in the near future. Once the channel name has been fixed for good, though, I will move forward on the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, where you guys can tune in live to win hats, shirts, cruiser stickers, race memorabilia, all sorts of nifty stuff. Speaking of those cruiser stickers, they are available on the Patreon now, and they will be available directly through the channel very soon, my friends. And remember, those friends, they're the family you get to choose. I'll see you next week, fellow cruisers.